can either be the lion or you can be the gazelle. Nature needs both.
So it's not the car, the house, the whatever. It is that internal goal, that internal why. And so for me, I just think that's it. Like that, like you, it's something within it. You gotta pull it out. And so it's easy when you have a why, a purpose. I'm doing it for this, I'm doing it for that. It's easy to get up and get going. But if it's just for a car, what happens, Louis, when you get the car? Because you can buy it. What happens when you get the house and you can buy the house?
Life doesn't happen to you. We all think that life happens to me, right? Life happens for you. It happens for you. I mean, opportunities will come to you every day. It's either for you, you can remain scared of the opportunities, or you can embrace them and take them. What I finally realized that, and I want to share this with you, if you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing. I can't live that way. I have to live on the edge.
You don't gain confidence by going to the spot that makes you feel good. It's gonna be a false reality. And the second life gives you that challenge, all you wanna do is go back to what made you confidence or what gave you confidence. Is that happy spot? No. What gives you confidence, what gave me confidence, was spending years at a kitchen table trying to learn how to read and write on my own. Realizing I can't learn the way you learn. I can't, but I can learn. What gives you confidence, not being afraid, is overcoming the fear, is facing these things, overcoming them. And maybe not overcoming them every day, but facing them. And facing and facing. Pretty soon like this, you know what, man, this is where it's at. It's not in that comfort zone. It's in the discomfort zone is where my confidence is getting built. That's where it's getting built.
There's a lot of confusion between success and fame. My own evaluation and concept of success has not varied over the years. There are 8 things that everybody wants. That's to be happy and healthy and wealthy. That includes money.
It's not, I've never, doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless.
For me, it was hitting rock bottom, and so hopefully for them it's hitting rock bottom or not hitting their goals and having this cycle of loss that they'll say, like a LeBron. You saw LeBron crying. That was because Cleveland had lost for so many years. Like, they had never had a championship. So he was just like, yo, we finally did it, but it was year after year of losing that even when he left and won, he came back because he remembered a loss and said, yo, this is good, but this isn't what I set out to do. Like, I want to be a winner and I want this town to know what it feels like to win. So I think that's it. When you lose enough or you hit rock bottom and you just say, like, enough is enough, just everything will snap and change because you're saying, look, the way I've been doing it, it's not working. So I have to do something different.
You focus on you and only on you to become the best person you could be for others. Because we leave a lot on the table, not searching who we are. And then therefore, you die not knowing your greatest potential.
That's what I wanted it to be, and you know what? It became what I wanted it to be. It became what I expected to have happen. When you believe something and you put the energy out to the world, to the universe, you get it back. I really believe this. I don't know, I can't, I'm nobody special. I'm not somebody that's, any different. Most of you have more talent than I do, okay? I'm not any special person. But I believe that if you gave this energy to the universe, it would come back to you. And I didn't have a plan B.
How do you channel the villain to unleash the hero? How to use darkness to create greatness.
We are what we know. We're no more than what we know. So people who are, I heard something recently Carl said, where if you took a room of 100 people and added 100 billionaires to the room, give it 5 or 6 years, the people who are in poverty would go back to being poor, and the billionaires would find a way to be billionaires again. And it's because of what they know. So I would say knowledge is power.
But it's not about the stuff. Stuff comes and goes, money comes and goes. The way you affect other people, like kids or people, lasts forever. If I say one thing today that affects you, that affects your kids, that affects somebody else, your friends, and that you can change lives.
I'm trying to give people a different thought process of life, where failure, hell, disappointment, discomfort is a great learning tool. I saw what I wanted to be. And it wasn't a guy that won. It wasn't a guy that won everything he did. It was a guy that kept getting up after being knocked down.
I built my business because of you. Like, you changed my life. Like, I hear this every day. And so for me, it's like, I'm proud of the fact that we were able to build something that helps people and not necessarily just the focus on us. But we meet people that say, man, I made $15 million in the last 3 years watching you guys. Your free podcast, you're free this, you're free that.
Because if you look out in the world right now today, it's not a nice place. But I'm very prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for all the failure coming my way. I'm prepared for everything my way. And that's the biggest lesson that she taught me by not teaching me. By never saying it's gonna be okay. Matter of fact, she told me the exact opposite. Life sucks.
He said the first thing you should do every day is something positive. Make your bed, make a perfect bed.
Reaching your ultimate dreams and goals. Like the stuff that you know, because there are kids out here who are doing better than their sister or their brother, and they're like, well, I'm doing better than you, but we know you haven't tapped into your true potential. And so greatness to me is, one, knowing what greatness should look like for you, having your own personal definition of greatness, and getting up every single day and going after it.
When you start to build yourself up, and start to have the one thing that we don't have is confidence. Real, authentic confidence from hard work. Everything else goes away. You no longer look to other people for your self-esteem.
Validation.
That's right.
Sure,
You now know. I walk in a room now and I know the hours and years and decades I put into David Goggins. That's something, it's not on the wall. It's not a trophy on the wall. It's not a medal around your neck. It is actually a feeling in your heart. And people go, why don't you ever smile? I don't have to.
Find those relationships, man. Find those people that you love, and love on them. Like, don't get so caught up in money and stuff, because relationships are really the essence.
That's discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. And that's what you have to do to be the best.
Yeah.
If you have any problem, if you had a problem, if you just because you don't even have to, just because you eat too much ice cream, I don't want to eat it no more. No, that's what discipline is. Just something, take something out of your life or put something in your life that's going to improve you. And that's what discipline is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat ice cream for 6 months. I'm not going to throw it out of my life. I'm just going to take 6 months off. And that's what discipline is. Not just taking things away from you, but letting you know you can live without anything. You don't need anything.
Like, son, I don't care what it is, but you don't understand this is dangerous, because this is where people mess up. They get comfortable, they settle, and they think, yo, I made it. And like you said, that's the worst place in the world. So I told my son, like, yo, just imagine in 3 months, you're gonna wake up and every dream you've had since you were 6 or 7 years old is all, like, who graduates with the dream job? Who lives in New York? He's in Manhattan, he's gonna be in Manhattan, Times Square. So I said, son, this is a dangerous place. So I say to those individuals, yeah, you're right. You don't want to hit rock bottom, but you have to create your own mental rock bottom so that you don't hit rock bottom.
Because there was no outsiders. It was isolation. It was visualization. It was motivation, and it was dedication. There was nothing else going on in my life.
So many kids who are disadvantaged don't know the power of knowledge. They don't get it. Like you because you are knowledgeable, you were able to write your story. You were able to write your narrative. And I just think because these kids don't understand the power of education, they're not writing their own narrative. And they're letting people write their narrative for them. They're letting people just decide their fate. And I just want to say, look, like, learn, read, write. Like, if you're not good at English, okay, go with math, be an engineer. But, like, take advantage. And I want to help teachers. Like, there's so many teachers, I feel like they care, but because they didn't grow up in certain neighborhoods and they're not familiar with the language, the rules, or the codes, they're not able to coach these kids. Like, and this generation is different. You just can't throw a book in their face because they don't have that, that desire for learning, but you can still coach them. Like you can still get them ready. So I just want to help teachers to go in the classroom, like really empower.
Confidence breeds success. Success breeds confidence. Confidence applied properly will supersede a genius. There's nothing in the world like confidence. Nothing.